Yo, real quick before we start, this is the Casual Nerds Podcast. We're two regular guys with big opinions, questionable research, and jokes that occasionally cross a line. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're just here to have a good time. So kick back, relax, and remember, if you take us too seriously, that's on you, nerd.
And here we go.
Did these guys do any research?
Who the hell do they think they are?
Welcome to Casual Nerds.
Everyone, welcome to episode 276 of Casual Nerds. I almost said Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
So what?
You know my guy on the other end. And as always, have everyone
Make sure you check it out, homie.
make sure you check it out. Tell everybody.
Check it out.
Wow, it's been a little bit, almost a month since the last time we recorded. A lot has happened.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all of that stuff, all of the holidays.
Actually, today, Feliz Dia de los Reyes,
Yes,
as we record.
correct. Yeah. You know that this is one holiday. I know. Take my Puerto Rican card away. We never really celebrated that in my household. So like, I've always known like, los Dia de los Reyes. You know the meaning behind it, but
Yeah.
oh wait, are we supposed to get more gifts? Yeah, but no, we're not doing that.
Nah, we gave them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel robbed because my brothers did it like all the time. Like growing up, I would hear these stories of how like my parents would do the whole, shoebox with the hay inside or straw or whatever the fuck they would put inside of there. Maybe it was even like Easter plastic straw or whatever, but whatever it was, they would do the shoebox underneath the bed and it would filled with like small little gifts, and they did all in feeding the camels that are supposed to, whatever the stupid tradition shit is.
Sure.
They did all of that, but I also for different reasons, also we didn't celebrate Three Kings Day for most of my childhood. Maybe they did it when I was like a baby, but like formative years that I grew up remembering shit. I don't remember ever celebrating that shit until I was like in college, and everyone was like, "Oh, you don't celebrate Three Kings Day? Are you a real Latino?" So like, yeah, I'm right there with you. For us, I think it was more so like, my parents were ultra Christian, so it was like during my childhood years, they were like, "Oh, the only thing we celebrate is the birth of Jesus, and beyond that it's just more pagan rituals or whatever." I don't know, some bullshit. So yeah, it was really not until my later years
I never did it. We never did. You're talking about some shit with hay and camels and feeding some. I don't know.
Like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't even know. I don't know what's that. So
Word.
yeah, but I don't know. It was a good holiday. Kids got everything that they needed, everything that they wanted, man.
That's what's up.
We're in 2026 now, so
2020 fucking 6.
yeah. So
Years don't stop going up, huh?
sure as hell don't. Nah, but we, I'm starting this one with goals, man.
There you go.
With goals, so I'm happy about it. Let's see. You know what? It's been so long since we recorded. Let's jump right into all of the Hollywood talk. Let's jump into actually today's news, right? So Sebastian Stan has been confirmed to have a role in the Batman Part 2. There's a lot of speculation as to who he's going to play, but you know me. I like to listen to other podcasts with people who have connections and blah blah blah. So the legit rumor is that Sebastian Stan is actually going to be playing Harvey Dent in the Batman, which coincides with the previous rumor, which I didn't get a chance to tell because we haven't recorded in almost a month for whatever freaking reason. That Scarlett Johansson Yeah, Scarlett Johansson has also been confirmed to be in the Batman, and she is going to be playing Gilda Gold, which is the
That's
wife
Harvey's
of
wife, right? Yeah.
Harvey Dent. So
And there wasn't a Harvey Dent in the Batman.
what do you mean? Oh no, the first
In the first film, there wasn't a Harvey Dent character.
nah.
Okay,
So yeah.
that'd be cool. I like. I mean, we kind of got a little bit of that Sebastian Stan in the suit vibes during Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Sure.
Wait, was it that? No, it was.
Well, no, you're talking about Thunderbolts.
It was Thunderbolts, right? Yeah.
Well, no, he was in the suit.
No.
He played that was in Captain America. It was just
No, it was Brave New World.
yeah,
right?
Brave New World. Yeah.
It was in Brave New World. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, yeah, we've seen him in a suit and try to act all serious.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him in other movies where he's played in that type of role. So, well, sounds dope. I'm more interested in this the ScarJo thing and the character that she's supposed to play, because I feel like I've heard that that's setting up like the long Halloween night or something like that.
Yeah. So okay, so this is probably going to be inspired by the Long Halloween. Gilda Gold has a huge part in that, which she is psychotic, which would be a somewhat new thing for ScarJo. I mean, she's done some semi bad guy type stuff.
Well, we talked about that on the last episode. Like, has she
that.
ever been a villain? And it's not really.
I think that she has been, at least with these, like, because she's been jumping on a lot of different, not what's the word I'm looking for? Not series, but she's been jumping on a bunch of different brands, right? Like she's on Jurassic Park. She's like trying to make herself the it person in Hollywood, the top person, and she's actually doing it. So this is actually dope. Gilda Gold has a huge part in the Long Halloween, where she actually murders mobsters on different holidays to help out her husband, by lowering his load, by, you know what I mean? So it's interesting to see that.
That is interesting.
We know we have, what's it called? We know that it's probably going to be Hush, and that all falls in line with that.
The major villain.
Correct. And it was rumored that they were like really going in on looking for a new Harvey Dent, as well as the wife and the father. Brad Pitt was the one who was rumored to be in talks. And that was rumored that he was looking to play Harvey Dent's father. So, but then that ended up falling through.
Okay. Yeah. Is Brad Pitt like old enough to play Sebastian Stan's father? Like,
Brad Pitt's young, bro.
Huh?
Brad Pitt is not young.
He's not young, but he portrays someone young usually.
I don't know about that anymore.
I mean, okay, maybe not young, but like dad status.
So Brad Pitt is 62.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah.
Okay, there's no way he's ever played a 60-year-old in the movie.
And Sebastian Stan is 43. So,
I mean, he could be his father, but
I mean, I think that will qualify.
I don't think the audience would buy it.
I mean, sure. I don't think they give a shit about that anyway. I think that they're just happy that it's Brad Pitt in a role with,
I guess you're right.
Oh, that's all they really care about. Like they'll probably make him look older and whatnot. He looked actually pretty bad in what is F1?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty bad in that. He looked pretty old.
He looked older, but again, I feel like he wasn't playing a 60-year-old. He was playing like a 50-year-old.
Sure.
Maybe not even 50. Like to be out there actually racing still, he was probably playing like a 46-year-old.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
but that's really just because it's Brad Pitt. So
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That would be hard to separate.
he's gonna have to transition into that anyway.
He's
At some-
yeah, it's I mean shit. If
getting
he's
there.
62, then yeah, I mean that's all he's got left is dad roles, and old man roles. I mean they're doing the not to sidetrack, but they're doing the Ocean's 27 or whatever.
Sure.
Um,
Oh yeah, they did do that. Yeah, Oceans, whatever the hell, 14 or some shit.
I think so. I think 14 or something. But
The thing about that, and they did confirm that what's his name is saying everyone is coming back.
Mhm.
But there was
Matt
also
Damon.
rumors, not Matt
Matt-
Damon. Oh, what the hell is it? George Clooney?
oh yeah,
He was saying that everyone's coming back. Matt Damon, everyone. What was it? Matt Damon's coming back, and that there was also rumors of a prequel. So it's like, I don't know. I think we don't need to revisit the Ocean's 11 shit.
no, I don't even think we need whatever this movie is.
Yeah, we definitely don't.
Yeah,
We
but
don't.
we're
Need,
gonna get it.
we're what?
But we're gonna get it because that's what Hollywood does.
Sure. Let me see what else has happened in the few weeks that we have. So I mean, it was at the time it was rumors, but now we've confirmed. Okay, that there was a lot of rumors that the next trailers weren't actually what we thought they were for the Marvel movies, and we confirmed now that it's X-Men because they officially released the X-Men trailer. So. And then the next one, and they've already leaked all of the next ones, which is confirming the one I had on here, which is Fantastic Four and the Wakandans are doing a team up, and that's going to be the next. That's going to be the next trailer.
That's the
There's-
or the currently airing trailer.
The currently airing trailer in theaters.
So to
There-
recap, we've had the first one was Captain America, Steve
Mhm.
Rogers returned.
Yep.
Then we had Thor crying about his daughter.
Yep.
And then X-Men, and now Fantastic Four and Wakanda.
Fantastic Four and Wakanda, which I don't know the exact, like, you know, I've been trying not to take a look at everything, all of the details, but I do know that it shows the Wakandans, Namor, and Fantastic Four together. So
All right.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that trailer. I was talking to Danny. He said that the rumor mill also is saying now that we're possibly getting a new trailer every week leading up to the Super Bowl, where at the Super Bowl we're supposed to get the Doomsday. I know that the Doomsday actual trailer is for the Super Bowl. I don't think we're gonna get like one every single week up until
That's a lot.
but there's enough characters where they could pull that shit off. So I'm not, you know what I mean?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, but
But like, where would they like what? Like, I mean, I guess if they're expecting Avatar to stay in the theater through February,
Mhm.
they could just keep doing it in front of Avatar. But if Avatar gets pulled out of the theaters like end of January, like where would they publish these trailers besides online? I don't know.
yeah,
Interesting thought. Interesting thought. Interesting rumor. I
we'll
don't
just
know.
drop them online if that was the case.
Yeah, I thought I had also heard there was like it was these four, and then there was going to be just one more teaser before the big Doomsday trailer, which I've heard that we're not going to see Doctor Doom until
until the
full-
main. Yeah,
the main
they're like waiting.
trailer. Yeah.
Yep.
Or teaser, because even what releases at the Super Bowl is going to be a teaser. It's not going to be a trailer,
No.
right? Like
No.
they're not going to give us the storyline a whole year before the
Nope.
movie.
We're gonna
drops.
get. We're gonna get
a bunch of
a lot
highlights.
of a lot of highlights, a lot of cool little things that's gonna hype us the fuck up, and then that's it.
Pretty much. That makes sense. That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm it's interesting. There's just all the trailers that have been or teasers that have been released thus far. Very interesting, just kind of like we went back to the Russos, and it feels like the Russos are just going right back to the titty of phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Kind of have to, bro. You have to at this point.
And it's like they're kind of just ignoring everything that happened in phase 3, phase 4.
I don't know if it. I mean,
I
they're
won't say
gonna
completely
happen.
ignoring, but like, I mean,
all
we
know.
already know we're not going to get no Moon Knight. Like, that's not happening.
sure.
Oscar Isaac's done, but She-Hulk, we're not getting anything like that. Like, just a lot of the shit that happened. Will we get Miss Marvel? I don't know. Was she on the cast list? I hope so, because I do like that character.
Sure.
But a lot of those, like phase 4, phase 5 characters, seems like they're just going right back to the titty. Like,
Yeah, but it's because they have to. So which I understand why
It's
they
like-
have to.
Everything I've heard is just like people are seeing this, and a lot of people are. There are two camps, I would say,
Mhm.
from what anecdotally from what I've discovered. There are folks that are extra hype because that was these are the characters and phases they fell in love with,
Sure.
and there are other people that are extra cynical, like, damn, this just proves that Marvel fell off after Endgame.
Nah, so it's not even that they fell off, it's just they did too much, right? They did so much that they could not connect every fucking dot, right? And to
Yeah.
connect every single dot, you have to revisit all of the same thing that obviously is not working. And they had to admit, like, yo, these things are not working. While they stand strong on the fact that they thought, like, okay, well, these, we really enjoy these characters and blah, blah, blah. But they just can't revisit everything, right? They did way too much. And then so now the only way to really like start fresh is to end this phase. And to end this phase, like, you have to reset the timeline. So you know what? We're gonna go and we're gonna fucking we're gonna salvage some of the shit that did kind of work, like Moon Knight. And maybe even salvage, like, I don't know, but they're bringing back like Danny Rand and shit, like the same guy from the Defenders. But
Yeah.
even then, it's like, how much of that survives when the timeline is reset? So anyway, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just reset the timeline so that now they can move forward and create a new story the same way.
They're almost also like, it's seemingly, again, we don't really know what the full storyline is, but seemingly it's like, we fucked up in Endgame, and it caused a bunch of people to create a bunch of ideas around the timeline because of what we did because it seems like a lot of this has to do with Steve Rogers going back and not returning.
Sure.
And that has, and amongst all the other timelines that Dr. Doom is trying to rectify, the Captain America one is like, what is it? Is it 606? 616, right? 616. So
Yep.
there's like a 616, and now there's a 616B, which is, the Steve Rogers timeline of when he had a baby.
Well, that's when he created the incursion.
Right. One of many incursions,
correct.
right? And so, like, So then it gives them an opportunity to be, let's just go back and fix these mistakes, or not really mistakes, but fix these storylines. Oh, it's gonna be fucking fire. Like,
Sure. Yeah, and like Danny says here, he said there's room for them to return down the road. So like, really, I don't believe that they're gonna just neglect these characters. But what they will do is now that and they've already confirmed, like, okay, once the whole thing is reset, anyone can be recast. They can die, they can come back, like whatever. It's gonna be treated more like that. I think that they push themselves up against the wall when every single thing is like continuity. And so when things weren't being addressed, people were mad at that. And they can't go back and address all of that shit. So like the best thing to do is just to set fire to the whole thing. Yeah. And go out with a bang, right? Bring back the Russos, because that's what everyone is clamoring for, right? All the old fans, the new fans. The one thing that we know that they like is if we bring back the Russos, they know how to put together this whole thing, right? They know what the story is going to be, or they can put together a good story that makes sense, and they know how to handle all of these different groups. Let's do that, and then we can start fresh, which I think is awesome.
I hope they do collapse the whole storyline.
Supposedly that's what it's supposed to happen.
I mean, what's
kind of happening?
Because I guess that's what Secret Wars would end up doing, right? Is collapsing the whole storyline.
Yes, and it's already kind of happening with the fact that RDJ is doomed.
Yeah,
like that already shows you, like, oh, so everything that happened before, like everything is different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right in that they pigeonholed themselves, and I mean, shit, that literally the name of the movie was Endgame. This was the end, and they fucked up by trying to keep it going.
Yeah, and they kept it going. They should have what they should have.
They should have just ended it then. They shouldn't have just been a phase 4
and started a whole new story and say, hey, that was the Marvel that we knew before. That was awesome. This is a whole new story arc. Like, we're not bringing any of the actors back. Everybody's new. Everything is new. But people would have hated that too.
Yeah, or at least just, we're on the new timeline now. We're no longer in 616. We pivoted to 777, and that's our timeline. Just it.
Sure.
That's it. There's not these like 1,001 timelines. It's just there was one time jump, one incursion, or one, other stream, and that's the only one we're following. And all these other ones exist out there, but we're not going to talk about them. We don't have to talk about them. Sure. Just in this new universe, and let's just live in that. Then again, buying the Fox thing totally added a bunch of other shit where it's like, oh, now we got it.
Biggest shit is X-Men.
Yeah, for sure. Not mad at it.
Not mad at it. That trailer, that teaser was awesome. And did you notice that Cyclops is essentially doing the X-Men 97 intro, like his part of it, when he takes off the visor and does the yeah. So
now that you say it, I see it immediately.
Yeah,
I don't think I caught it in the moment. Yeah, because also I was watching that again today. They released it today, and it was weird. The sound is classics for Cyclops, but he wasn't wearing the visor. But they did the visor sound when he opens his eyes. I was like, that's weird.
I mean, it's just,
I get it.
Yeah.
But it caught me off guard because I was like, wait a minute. He's not wearing his visor. Why did it do the
I mean, it's still a laser sound.
Yeah. But his eyes are not lasers. His eyes are portals to a red dimension.
Oh, I guess, Johnny, since you want to be Mr. Analytical.
Just saying.
No, you know, we're a stickler for the little things that
Sure.
are just familiar. Now, I will say I do hope that they complete the Marsden not trilogy but trifecta with a car scene with him and Rocket, because then that would, have you seen that meme?
No.
It's the James Marsden trifecta. It had James Marsden in the car with the bunny and Hop, James Marsden with Sonic in the movie Sonic, and then now we just need James Marsden as Cyclops
In the car
with Rocket,
That's funny.
and we need that. We need that trifecta.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Get that done. All right. Another rumor that has been pretty much
Rocket's in this movie, right? We know Brad Cooper's got a.
Yeah.
He was one of the chairs.
Yep. Oh, Danny makes a good point. It says it'll be him and Beast. That works. That works for me. Let's see. So Sadie Sink, we knew is attached to Spider-Man, but they had not released who she would be. And it is now confirmed that she is playing Rachel Summers in Brand New Day, which is the daughter of Cyclops and Jean Grey.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
And Spider-Man?
and Spider-Man. Yes.
Okay. What does she do?
She inherits the Phoenix. I'm sure Danny
Oh,
will.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sure Danny will expound on that. But yeah, she becomes the new Phoenix. I think she has more control over it than her mother did. I'm not 100%.
Are they still doing the Young Avengers? Do we
No,
know?
I think it's somewhat dead.
Hmm.
Or maybe who knows what they're going to expose on this, because we have the new Avengers, then we have Captain's Avengers in this one. So that's two. Why not throw in the Young Avengers? But they might save the Young
The
Avengers.
new Avengers and
Yeah,
Captain's
Thunderbolts.
Avengers.
Yeah, and Thunderbolts, they're the new Avengers.
Who's the Captain's Avengers? Like the originals?
Captain America, Sam, did not approve of them being labeled the new Avengers.
Oh.
And he said he was going to put together his own team, which could be the Young Avengers.
Yeah,
But-
that's too many Avengers. For me, not for comic book lore.
Sure.
Remember, casual nerd.
Sure.
Because don't forget, there's also the West Coast Avengers,
Yeah, that's Shang-Chi.
and they're in the movie.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't think they're just gonna be all out like.
That's
The
what
different
Shang-Chi,
Avengers.
She-Hulk, Ant-Man.
Yeah, all the ones from the West Coast, all the ones.
Who else is out there?
I think is Ghost Rider part of that? No,
Maybe.
that's maybe, but I know that's Midnight Suns for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Danny says there's the multiversal Avengers too. So they're definitely showing up in this. Now, I mean, I'm excited about it. I do like Sadie Sink. She's a
I like her.
awesome new actress. Everyone seems to really like her. She seems to be I think she's gonna probably do or have a better career than like Millie Bobby Brown, because everyone like swoons over Millie Bobby Brown, but I think her actual
statements.
career is gonna be Millie Bobby Brown.
She's not that great.
She's not that great. And we already know that she doesn't have a ton of pull after that movie she did with I was gonna say Chris Evans, but it's not Chris Evans. It's
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. There we go. The Electric City or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, the problem is, in my opinion, she has some sort of deal with Netflix.
She does.
and that's, as we've mentioned many times, terrible. Like, when has Netflix put out amazingly high quality content? Most of the stuff that she's done, if not all of the stuff that she's done, has been on Netflix, and it's not been great other than Stranger Things. It's mostly crap, bubblegum type viewing, weak scripts,
Sure.
not that amazing of storylines. And so that's where I don't know. I don't want to say for sure that it's her skills as an actor and her range as an actor is that bad. But all the movies that I've seen outside of Stranger Things, I'm like not impressed with her.
No, I mean, she has yet to prove herself.
Yeah.
I don't think she's been in many things outside of Stranger Things. She's more of an internet sensation, I guess, and she's constantly on her page just promoting her clothing brand.
Promoting her lingerie.
Yeah, like her sleepwear.
Sleepwear.
And then she married fucking Bon Jovi's son. So
Is that who she's married to? I knew she was married and she has a child, right?
Yeah, she adopted a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. And like Danny said, she was dope in 8 Mile. So she played B Rabbit.
That's funny.
I love all the new memes from Stranger Things too. Like they got her with the handsome Squidward face.
Yeah, I've seen that. What do you think about all of this ridiculous? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's already been proven false, but all of this crazy Stranger Things rumors that were popping up this week
That it's
about
not her or some shit.
yeah, it's like the alternate ending or a fake ending, and
I think that's
there's going to be another ending being surprise release this week or something like that. Like,
no, I think that's bullshit. I think that's just people hyping up and giving all kind of shit. Do you want to talk freely about Stranger Things? Because it's already been past a week, so sorry, I guess spoiler alert. But like, did you like the ending or did it feel rushed?
I wouldn't say it felt rushed. It was
Sure.
fucking 5 seasons.
No, I mean it's 5 seasons, but
it was a 2.5-hour ending.
I enjoyed it. I thought,
it was fine.
For what it was, yeah, like they wrapped it up. They wrapped up the story. There are a couple things that people are saying that I do understand the reason why they say it, right? But like you go through all of this.
That I've heard all of it. I just heard general bitching, but not specific bitching.
Well, no. I mean, the specific bitching was more how they. Well, first of all, the terrible, cliffhanger before we had to wait a week to watch the actual ending of, what the hell's the character's name? Revealing that he's gay, which we knew.
Will.
Yeah, Will. There we go.
Yeah.
Will revealing that he's gay. Not necessarily the part that he's gay. Like, sure, okay. Like they've been leading up to that for a while. Like he had to get it out of there.
Yeah.
But to leave it for the last thing it's supposed to be the thing that keeps you waiting and anticipating for that last episode.
Next episode. Yeah.
And they that's what they leave you for, to give you a full fucking week, like, of just waiting for this 2-hour. I thought that was
that the last scene?
It was the very last scene. They gave us a few episodes, and then that was the very last thing that we saw to prepare us for the battle with Vecna.
I can't. Yeah, I didn't watch it like that, so
Sure,
I can't
sure,
remember. Like I saw it. I pretty sure.
Danny said, "Nah, that ending sucks. Cena tapping was terrible."
Cena tapping.
Yeah, no, it's a wrestling thing. That's
Okay.
how his career ended. He tapped.
Oh, I heard. Yeah. Yeah. I saw the last episode. So, my son woke up while we were watching episode, I guess 7, or
Sure.
whatever the second to last episode was. He woke up and he was watching too much TV with us, and I was like, maybe we shouldn't be watching Stranger Things since you are fully awake right now. And we ended up switching off. And so I saw that last episode right before I saw the final episode. Like it was like I thought we only had the final episode to watch, and then when I went back, it was like I saw the first 10 minutes of episode 7. So it didn't feel that I definitely didn't get that, week wait. And
Sure.
I mean, I'll take your word for it that was the very last scene. So it didn't bother me, I guess, because I didn't have to wait a week afterwards.
That's
The one thing that I will say is that, like, during this whole time that I hadn't seen it, I knew what was coming because people wouldn't fucking stop talking about it online.
Mhm.
And I knew that there was a major scene in this episode where Will outs himself. And I didn't know how to take it going into it.
Sure.
So I was a little kind of like, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt just because people are talking so much shit. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on it. And I watched it and I was like, it was whatever to me.
Sure.
Wifey was like all about it. She thought it was dope as fuck. And
I wouldn't go that far.
she was like, when it finished, she was like, okay, Will, snapping fingers and shit and everything. I was like, okay. I didn't think it was that good.
I just thought
we did make jokes and comments throughout, like even she like yelled out, "'Cause you're gay," right? Like she, like they stretched it a bit too much. It's like it wasn't as bad as some of the people online were making it seem.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the fact that he came out as gay. Like everybody knew that had to happen since like season.
I mean, there was some people that were 100%.
No, in season
Stranger Things ruined it for us all by forcing this down our throats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's gonna be the MAGA crowd is gonna show up anyway.
Yeah.
Still, like I think my girl's watching season 3 right now, and there's little bits of that already.
Yeah.
Right? And I forget what season. I think it was season 4 when he's like in the car and he's just like that that one scene. And
there was a lot of that. Was a lot of that. It did not surprise me that they would push this so hard.
That's the thing. It's like it didn't surprise anybody, but to wait until like he attacks your weaknesses and he takes your lies and the things that you hide the most, and he uses it against you. So I really need to get this off my chest before we go into battle. Yeah. And then it's like
it was fine when it was just me to my mom. When it was just him to his mom.
Yo, you had to do that.
Yeah. When he was, gonna just have that one-on-one moment with mom, and I gotta get in touch. Like that was fine. But then when Mike walks in and Mike is like, says whatever, and then he's like, no, you need to hear this too. Okay, I'm even okay with that. Matter of fact, everybody needs to hear this. Okay, I'm okay with that. Bring everybody in. Bring everybody in right then and there. But that's not what they did. They turned it into now this is a staged moment where now he's sitting and he's got a crowd of people around him, all sitting in silence. And and just patiently waiting for what he has to say, as if they know what he has to. Like, it was too much of a. It almost felt like an intervention in a way, like a reverse intervention.
It was wild. It was wild.
It was just not. And then, you know, people just nodding along, and you know, enthusiastic. Don't get me wrong, it is an emotional scene, especially early on. Even the acting, from an acting perspective, early on, you could feel he was more emotional, and then as it kept on going, it then turned into like him trying to explain himself and trying to like align with the storyline of the show. And so it became less emotional around what I wouldn't go as far as calling it terrible.
It wasn't that it was terrible. Literally, like, yes, they drew it out, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
They drew it out and they didn't have to do all that. But my whole thing was, yes, they did all that. Had it have been, and for you, again, wasn't that bad because you waited all week to do
I
it.
didn't have to wait a week afterwards.
So like if it was episode 6, right? And then immediately after that, we had a whole other thing going on. I don't think it would have been that crazy or had as many loud people. The same usual people who didn't expect it to, you know, to happen would still be talking shit about it. And that's what they're, but the fact that it was like the cliffhanger for a full week's wait onto a 2-hour episode was a bad choice. Just specifically like that was a bad choice in my opinion, because it gave people a whole week of just memes and shit to talk in regards to this. So that was all. And then the ending was fine. Like, whatever. I get it. Like, people were mad that they defeated Vecna in like a couple of minutes. And, you know, it's just like we waited 5 seasons for him to just defeat Vecna and the Mind Flayer and within 5 minutes. And it was like, nah, but, you know, like, she got into his mind. She
was it really 5 minutes though? I mean, it was.
They have the whole thing down, like however many minutes. Like, yeah.
I mean, the actual battle was like the final battle was, but I mean, you're talking about it was like 4 days in their time, right?
Sure,
like it was from November 3rd to November 6th that the battle happened. It wasn't 5 minutes of battling.
Well, it was the fact that they finally
the final battle was 5 minutes.
They see him, they have a little battle, and then they impale him and he's dead, right? It's like,
yeah, because she's a fucking mentalist or whatever.
Well, no. I mean, I look at it more like before that he had more power, and we ain't got to dissect everything, but he had more power. She got into his head. He was avoiding going into the cave the whole time because the Mind Flayer already knew that he couldn't handle his memories, right? It was going to hurt him if he remembered what happened. He saw all of that. He went through that. So it weakened him because it made him realize his own mortality, right? Like he was a person and blah, blah, blah. So it's like there's a little bit of all of that ended up being the reason why he was defeated so quickly, or it seemed that he was defeated so quickly, you know? So
that's what I would say. I would say it seemed like he was defeated quickly, but it wasn't. It was a progressively long battle to get to the point where you're not gonna weaken him.
Talk your Johnny Sense into the masses, bro. They're gonna think.
Of course not. People will always find the most shallowest thing to latch onto. It's a shallow point to see that yes, the actual mental battle that happened at the very end was only a few minutes. However, it took forever to get him to that point. All of that is part of the battle to get him to give up enough of his strength that all she had to do was literally smash him onto the ground, because she's a strong.
Let me tell you though,
psycho whatever.
Let me tell you though, I was before watching the season, I was like, why are we getting a Nancy Wheeler spinoff? But after they turned her into Rambo,
Yeah, she's.
I'm all about it.
Rambo. Are we actually getting a Nancy Wheeler spinoff?
Yes, we are. Yep, confirmed. We're getting a Nancy Wheeler spinoff.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I have no desires for that.
nobody does. Let's see. What else do I have?
Is that what the Duffer Brothers were talking about that they couldn't talk about, and somebody might have spilled the beans but didn't? I think it's Dustin or whatever. I had like said something, but then people were like, I don't know. The Duffers were like, I don't know if he really knows what the spinoff is going to be. And they were like, even though we're moving to Paramount, we still got this deal with Netflix and we're still going to be involved.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it this? Is it that? Is it Nancy
Probably.
Wheeler?
Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe it's something else.
Uh-huh.
In other news, since we haven't recorded, Lars Ettinger is confirmed to be the Brainiac in Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Who is that?
He is I looked at his film credits. He doesn't have a lot. I think I forget where he's from. He's from another country. It's not like your typical I forget where he's from. My whole setup here is kind of weird because I moved things around. Because I thought Danny was gonna come through. But so yeah, feel free to look it up. But yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot, and there are some no, you good, bro. There are some talks is saying that that decision was based on like budgeting issues, because it was rumored that Dave Bautista was the main choice to play to play Brainiac, but they couldn't meet his number with the budget that they have.
Oh, I feel like I read something like that the other day, and I'm like, Dave Bautista was going to be Brainiac?
They have a relationship together. I think it makes sense.
But Brainiac?
You think Dave Bautista is not smart or something?
I mean, he doesn't come off in any single one of his characters that he's ever acted in as being a Brainiac.
Well, maybe he's a good fucking actor, bro.
I'm sure he is. I've seen him act well.
Well, he can act like a Brainiac.
But never gave me Brainiac vibes.
Maybe he wants to get away from the dumb jock stereotype that everyone's trying to give him.
You can try your hardest to get away from a lot of things, but it just struck me as odd that James Gunn was considering this.
It might be it might be bullshit.
It just struck me as odd. It could be totally real, and if it would have happened, I would have been like, well, I'm gonna need to see that to believe it, because I don't know.
Danny says he would like Batista as Hugo Strange. That makes more sense.
Who's Hugo Strange?
He's another villain from Superman. Big, someone that looks like Batista.
Okay.
Not a Brainiac. So he's totally believable to you, Johnny.
I'm just saying, I never would have crossed my mind.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's a Batman villain. Yes, not Superman.
Yeah, never would have crossed my mind to see Dave Bautista as the ultimate brain.
No, I mean, I get you. I get that. But I don't know. I think he could have possibly pulled it off. Either way, that they already hired a no-name actor, which I think was in the cards for this anyway, because James Gunn is known for that, bro. He's known for taking no-name people and making stars out of them because they actually fit the role and they're good at what they do. So I trust in that, even though I have no idea where this guy's from, never seen anything.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, so And if you look up his IMDb, there's not a lot.
I'm sure he tested well.
Had to have, right? Oh, here we go. Will it work?
Wepa.
It works.
Nice. Beer shotgun? That's what it's called?
The can cannon.
The can cannon. There you go.
That's the name I gave it. What else do we have? Yeah, so there's some talk about Marvel Studios wanting Jordan Peele, and he's correct, and he's currently in talks to direct a Marvel movie.
To direct.
Yes.
I wasn't sure when I saw the rumors if it was like people misconstruing the fact that he might be involved with something and just immediately jumping into, well, he must be directing something. I was like, well, maybe he's just producing something. I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah, I believe the rumors are around Blade, right?
People want it to be Blade, but there's really no confirmation on what it's about.
I mean, he's been great at horror shit, and he's been great at thriller, I guess, type stuff. Not really thriller, but suspense. Let's call it that. Suspenseful type of shows and movies. I guess Blade could fall into that, but outside of that, I don't know. I'm interested.
I'd be interested. I don't think he's good for Blade, but who knows if, who knows if he'd surprise us.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested to see on what he would like, what project he does pick and takes on.
Yeah.
We got clowns today. The voice of reason says the unfuckables live. Well, your mom sure as hell loves to fuck me, so she can't get enough, big boy. What else? Let me see. What do you think Jordan Peele would take on? Because he does these obscure ass movies. What property that you know of? I know you're a casual, but what property do you think he would take on that would make sense with his style? Danny says
I think like the Preacher Commandos.
Nightcrawler.
Oh, no, wait, that's not MCU. That's
No, it's DC.
Yeah.
He said Nightcrawler film would be dope. I agree. That would be dope.
See that.
We've never gotten a standalone Nightcrawler film. I don't even know what that would look like.
Yeah. I've always liked the Nightcrawler, but I don't think I've ever seen anything solo or focused on his character like that. So I'd like to see that. I just honestly I don't know enough to pick out something unique that hasn't been done already.
Sure. They got a lot of properties that they haven't even tackled. I mean, it does make the most sense where everybody is like clamoring for a Blade. So it does make the most sense, especially because Jordan Peele has said, like, he's going to have a majority of a black cast. You know what I mean? A minority cast, I should say. Right. So he says he's seen all the other movies, so he's gonna hire those that work. Yeah. Johnny says Storm movie. I could possibly see that. I could also possibly see him doing a Ghost Rider film, or maybe even Midnight Suns.
Who's Midnight Suns?
That's the team up with like Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Blade, like those darker characters.
Okay. I mean, I think that's where his vibe is usually
I think
kind
so
of
too.
that darker character space. So anything like that, I think
Twilight
would be dope.
Zone-ish. I always say his style is very Twilight Zone, right? It's like alternate universe with weird, creepy shit happening, and then like some grand reveal. I think Ghost Rider does fall into that. I only thought Midnight Suns because they confirmed that they are going to be making a Midnight Suns movie, and it has all of those characters, right? Ghost Rider, Blade, Wolverine, and it's more of their team up movie. It'll be, and even if it is Blade, right? It'll be a good out of the Danny says it's pretty much the Dark Avengers is who the Midnight Suns are. But it would be, I think, him making an action movie in general, like one of these action comic book movies, would be him being outside of his wheelhouse a little bit, right? You can keep the creepiness, you can keep all of the things that make Jordan Peele movies appealing, and make it very much Jordan Peele, and throw in some action sequences and things like that. We haven't really seen it with him, but doesn't mean that he won't knock it out of the park.
I would like to give him the shot.
Yeah, I think, but I think Ghost Rider would be a little bit more in line with his style.
Yeah, that would be
Is
fine.
the world,
Ghost
but is
Rider.
the world ready for a black Ghost Rider? People will be upset.
They're always upset.
Yeah, they're always upset. Danny says, what director would you guys like to see do a Marvel film, and what character or property? A Marvel film? I'll let you think about that for a second, because I don't know. I'm always going to throw Chris Nolan in there, but that made me think of another tidbit that I saw, and that Chris Nolan said that he's been thinking for a while about, and he's definitely going to end up doing a horror film. He wants to make a horror film. And I think that that's very, very fucking interesting. He won't do another comic book. Yeah, he already did Batman. He knocked
so
out.
like expansive. That would be very wild. What kind of
It would be
horror
very
film
wild.
he could do? I'll take a Denis Villeneuve.
How did I knew you were gonna say that?
I think he does really, really well in his storylines, his visuals, and a really nice trilogy.
Good 3-hour Marvel film.
That's
set in a desert.
It might be a little verbose.
Actually, since I said that, and
I'm okay with that.
And I was joking, but a Denis Villeneuve Moon Knight film would be pretty dope.
I think so. I agree.
Yeah. Has he done a movie with Oscar Isaac?
Well, Dune. Oscar Isaac's in Dune, isn't he?
Oscar Isaac was in Dune. Yeah. You're right. Look at that. The connection is there.
It's already there.
Yep. Denis Villeneuve.
But Oscar Isaac hates MCU, so I don't think, or I think he hates Kevin Feige.
Who doesn't?
Agreed.
Good thing that's another rumor that Kevin Feige is looking to step down.
No, really?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That's been a rumor making its rounds as of late.
Is he getting bored, or he's getting pushed out?
They're making it seem like it's his choice, which possibly means he's getting pushed out.
Right.
Interesting.
Because
at the end of the day, right, like we had 10 great films and everything culminated in a great ending, and then shit started to dip
Yeah.
drastically. And I think it
And he
was
just
all a
doubled
part
down.
of him not being as attentive to the films as he was previously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not surprised if he's somewhat being pushed out.
We'll see. I've heard Bob Iger's stepping down this year.
I mean, Bob Iger only came back to save Disney because everything was just fucking spiraling out of control. He
Right.
did retire, and then he fucking came back.
Right. And so I hear he's retiring again
Finally,
this
yeah.
year. That's the rumor.
Sure.
And
He's old as
whoever
hell, right?
whoever takes in that role is going to ultimately make those decisions.
Is it Kevin Feige?
Oh, no. I don't think they would do that.
Oh man.
How old is Bob?
Bob Iger.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm thinking really old. So
74.
okay, I was thinking 80.
He's 10 years older than Brad Pitt. That shit is crazy. I can't believe Brad Pitt is 62. Jesus.
All right, we can end it on this because nothing else is important. But Pluribus,
Nothing else.
we watched the ending of that, and
Yeah.
we got a nice little update on the fact that season 2 is not happening for a while.
I would never refer to that as a nice little update.
Nice little update.
This is a terrible update.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
It's the saddest. It
So,
was
yeah, so-
literally, I was making a joke when I saw the last episode.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, that's how it ended. I was like, I'm not mad at it, but Jesus Christ, they're going to make me wait 2-3 years before I get the answers of what happens next.
Yeah.
Ha, 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 ha. It's
Minimum.
not going to be 2-3 years. And then Vince Gilligan is like, yeah, we haven't even come up with the concept is going to be for season 2.
I mean, I'm sure that they do because it looks like it's leading to something, right?
I honestly don't think they have. I think they might be like a rough idea, but the way that they were making it seem like they even wrote this season, like when you would watch or listen to the podcast episodes afterwards or watch any of the behind the scenes stuff, like made it seem like Vince Gilligan had an idea and that idea morphed 5 or 6 times in the writing room behind like what it first started off. Like I'm pretty sure he said, I came up with a concept while doing the last season of Better Call Saul of a person
Going for a walk.
who was like the happiest person in the world or something like that, or a person who got everything that they wanted. That was the original concept of the show. This person who somehow got everything that they ever wanted in the world, no matter what. They just asked for it and it happened. And then how do we turn that into a show? And it eventually morphed into this whole thing between the writers. And it seemed like that took a really long time to get to where they got. So do they have a concept for season 2? Maybe very high level. But as far as like,
I think
you know, what
concept
is Carol doing with the atom bomb after it showed up on her doorstep? They don't have a fucking idea yet. Like, they
no,
know
I
where
don't.
she's got the
I
atom
mean,
bomb.
I don't think that that's. I don't think she's gonna do anything with the atom bomb. I think that was just more for the effect, and it's just there. But
Right.
and you know, and obviously we know like what is she gonna do? Okay, well now she's committed to finding a resolution, and if there is no resolution before you turn me into whatever the fuck you're trying to turn me into, I'm gonna set this off and we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's pretty much just that message there, right? So
Yeah.
And the whole basis that took them forever to come up with that concept, they already have the core down. Now it's just like, what's the next? What are the next steps? So I don't think it's gonna be like. I think it is disheartening where it says, yeah, it's gonna be. It's not happening for a while, and there's really no time frame. So that's kind of scary. I mean, I get you.
I mean, that tells me there's no script written.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
And that means like production won't start for at least a year, probably more like 18 months. And then post-production, like it's easily 2 to 3 years if we're lucky.
See, I didn't get that he has nothing. What I understood,
Nothing, but
I get
very
it.
little. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much what I'm thinking he's saying is like, no, we don't have anything ready for the next one.
Yeah.
And just because you guys love it doesn't mean that we're going to go any faster than we are now. And so it's not happening for a while. Like I'm thinking, it's pretty much going to be like 3 years, right? Because it's going to be the next year. They'll probably be writing for the next year and a half. Then it takes X amount of time for them to get shit ready. So I'm thinking 3 years, but and that seems wild for a TV show. But
I mean, that's how long Severance took, right? It was 3 years.
Yeah, and that shit pisses me off every time too. So
I know, and that's what I feel. That's why I'm pissed off, because I feel like this is going to be another Severance situation, in which you're like, wait, what the fuck happened?
We gotta stop liking smart shows, Johnny. We need the dumb drivel, fucking, these cop shows that keep coming out every week for 15 years.
Yes, but Shrinking, smart show.
Smart,
obviously not as big or as expansive as something like Severance or Pluribus, but Shrinking is a good, smart, well-written show, and they're dropping new seasons about every 10 months. I think that's fire.
I guess. I wouldn't put Shrinking on the same level.
Not in the same exact level. Like I said, it's not as expansive. It's not as wild of a concept, but it's a very well written show.
It is.
Maybe
very niche though. It's like
what's the deal with Silo? Do we know when the next season of Silo is coming?
It's scheduled for sometime.
It's coming out in 26.
Yeah, sometime this year.
If it's coming out this year, then that's an example of a expansive. Well, even though they have books to rely on,
it's not the same.
It's it's not tired of waiting fucking 2.5 fucking years.
I know. I get your frustration, and your.
It's not how I grew up, man.
It's not how I grew up either, bro. It's not how I grew up. Anyway, that's all I have, man. We ain't gotta keep rehashing this shit, but
for sure.
So whenever, if you guys haven't seen Pluribus, you have plenty of time to get on that, but make sure that you do.
One of the few non-S shows on Apple TV I highly recommend.
Yeah, there's an S in there.
In reverse.
No, I know.
Something I would not recommend on Apple TV. Do not watch. And it hurts me to say this because I respect two of the major pieces of it, people involved. Yeah. But please do not spend a minute of your time watching Highest to Lowest with Denzel, the Spike Lee joint.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God.
It irks me because the cover, he looks like my dad. So it stopped me from watching that.
Fair. That would also make me not want to watch. It just, man, based off the trailer, I had higher expectations for the film. The fact that it's a Spike Lee joint gives you expectations.
I'm not a big Spike Lee fan.
This shit was like a BET Plus movie. That's how it felt.
Mm.
The acting was so whack. The characters were whack. The script was whack as fuck. And then something that I saw when the movie was starting was it in as one of the characters or one of the like and featuring, you know how they do that at the end, or with or and, right?
Yeah.
He brings in and the Eddie Palmieri Salsa Orchestra.
Yep, which is
And I was like, what is that all about?
which
And
is
it's
brings us to what Danny says.
exactly what Danny's talking about.
I hate that.
That shit was the most like I'm watching the scenes and I'm like, yo, have these motherfuckers shut up this movie yet? Like there was strings and horns happening through every goddamn scene. Like they never stopped playing music, background music, no matter who was saying what. I think there was maybe like 5 minutes that I saw, because I only got about 40 minutes into the movie and I was like, I can't anymore. I'm surprised I gave it this much. But there was like a 5-minute section that I remember being silent, but every other scene was some sort of strings or something in the background. And then when something semi-exciting would happen, like Danny said, it would get these huge orchestral moments and all these strings and horns. And I'm like, this shit does not match the vibes of this film at all.
Sure.
It was just ugh. And like I said, and then the acting from everyone else besides Denzel felt so fake and phony. There was so much like I get that Spike Lee often has this like, you know, Black America push, but there was these like sub-context stuff that they would bring up where I'm like, why did they bring that up? And the way that they brought it up was so like, this just dumb. Like it felt, just don't watch it. Don't watch that movie.
Yeah, I wasn't on it, honestly. I keep seeing it up there and I'm like,
it's terrible, terrible film.
Terrible.
What is a dope movie that a lot of people, there's maybe it's just my threads, but man, is there a lot of
Five Nights at Freddy 2? I don't know. I haven't been able to watch it.
It's been on Plex for 2 days. This controversy on social media around One Battle After Another has really gotten, it's just so dumb to me. It's just so out of hand. It's so ridiculous.
What's the controversy?
It's a lot of people are obviously pitting it against Sinners because they obviously want Sinners to be nominated for all the things and win all the things.
Sure.
And then the same crowd who would want that.
What crowd is that?
Let's just call it Urban America.
Okay.
They are shitting all over One Battle After Another, which you saw, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers, alert to spoilers, because I'm gonna destroy this movie. Not in a bad way, in a good way.
Don't give us a full breakdown of the movie, please.
Not a full breakdown of the film, but
Okay.
just the people are basically calling it you know, an anti-black movie. Like how dare how dare a white man think he can write a film about these black characters and basically turn them into what's colloquially known as a Jezebel, a female character who's there to only serve and satisfy the white characters, a black female character specifically.
Sure.
And I'm like, did y'all watch this whole movie? Like, I keep on getting in stupid arguments on threads that I back away from so often and delete what I was about to write, because there's so much that I keep seeing of people trying to shit on what I thought and still think is probably the best movie of the year. I mean, I think it should win all the awards that it will win, because to me, that shit was, I don't think I've seen, even though it took me 4 viewings to watch it, there was not a moment that I was watching that shit that I was not like, oh shit, oh, what? Wait, what's happening? Oh shit. Like, it was constant subversion. It literally, as when we talked about it, the title is perfect because it was actually one battle after another. Like, it was just constant going, and I didn't always understand what the reasoning behind what was happening on screen. Like, why is this? Like, it wasn't like I talked to a couple people who were like, it would have been nice to get some more context to what the revolution was really fighting. And I was like, I don't think that matters. That's not the point of the movie. Like, it's just follow the characters and what's happening in their lives and how that expands across, their world and universe. I don't think it matters like what all these people were fighting. What I did think was cool was how fucking dope like the Latinos were like coordinated versus how the other people were completely not coordinated, and they were supposed to be, everybody's technically a revolutionary in that space. Both fighting different battles, but they're both revolutionaries. The Latinos were like on point, like get up, stand up, walk this way, turn left. Everything was without even like a question. Like the way Benicio del Toro like managed that, he was just kind of like, yeah, just do this, do that, and very nonchalant on every move. I love that. But yeah, this whole like,
I mean,
anti-black thing that people are trying to spin online, I don't see it. And if you dare speak up and say that you don't see it, it's because you're a part of the problem. Apparently,
it's literally a minority of folks, because and I see that in groups all the time, right? I see it in groups all the time where they literally do that with every single movie, and they try to make it spin, and like they're still trying to make Sinners to be like the best, which to me, honestly, I connected with Sinners more. I really enjoyed that movie. I really do think that is it's at least in that conversation for being the movie of the year. Because I really did just enjoy what they did and what they completed with that movie. It was a horror movie that didn't feel like a horror movie to me. There was a lot deeper meaning. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed one battle after another. But the problem with social media today is, right, everyone picks groups. And the same thing that they did with Sinners, right, where they were just like, listen, they were picking it and making the story deeper than it had to be. Ryan Coogler had none of the shit that you guys are talking about in mind when he made that movie. This is all stuff that you are making way bigger than was even intended, right? They're looking for messages in these movies and whatever. So they did that with Sinners, right? But if you look at, what they think about it now is like, well, of course, Hollywood is anti-black. So, and so now, and then this movie is just part of the conversation. So now they have to go and think, well, what now? I'm the same mindset that I have with looking for the symbolism and the stories within Sinners
Yeah.
is the same mindset that I'm gonna have when I watch this in the opposite way, right? It's like, oh, so why does it have to be a black woman that is the Jezebel causing blah 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 with these white men doing what the white man says, instead of viewing it like, oh, so in the end, right, it's the white men and they're essentially like fighting for this black woman who didn't give a fuck about either one of them, right? She's just living her life. She's living her best life the way that she knows how. She fucking bounced. You know what I mean? And like she's just living her shit. And
I
instead
think
of
she was more powerful and she used her church as a weapon.
right.
Instead of, being subject to what they wanted.
Right, exactly.
Like she was in charge.
Yeah, she was in charge of that. Because she had Sean Penn's character wrapped around her little fucking
Wrapped around. Yeah. And Leo.
Yeah, Leo too. She just happened to
She had them
get
both.
knocked up by Leo. You
Well,
know,
she didn't
so-
get knocked up by Leo.
Oh no, well, yes. Leo thought it was his, but that's clearly
Right.
yeah.
But that's like the ignorance of some of the comments that I've seen, especially this one.
Yeah, look at this one right here. In Sinners, the white woman is the Jezebel that brought the vampires into the club. So
You could say that. You could say that.
hey, it's
I've seen this comment
actually
at
it was
least
the Asians that brought them into the club.
25 times. Well, the Asians gave them the
Oh yeah,
the green light, but
Yeah,
but
You're right.
she's the one that stepped out.
Yeah, trying to help them.
Yeah, trying to help out another fellow white man. The comment I see the most repeated so often is the most ignorant one, and it is typically a person of color, usually younger, that did not watch the whole movie, where they will say, the thing that bothers me the most, or I had to turn the movie off 34 minutes into it. Thing that bothers me the most is how dare they have a black woman whose name is Jungle Pussy.
Okay.
That is her actual name. Like she's a rapper and that's her stage name is Jungle Pussy. And a lot of the lines that she says in the movie are actually bars from her songs.
Okay.
But people don't see that because goddamn, for God forbid you fucking do 2 minutes of research on Google before spitting your goddamn opinion
Nah.
on social media. And they're just like, how dare this white Paul Thomas man write a black character and call her Jungle Pussy? Like,
Did they not
What?
watch? Yeah, these are people that are too young to even know what black exploitation movies are.
no, they don't know that.
Yeah,
And
There-
and,
there- there
and,
was
and if
Jungle
they
Pussy,
did,
all kind of names.
if they did, they probably think that was bad.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, I fucked with One Battle After Another. I thought it was such a dope movie. I've said my opinions on Sinners plenty of times on the show. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
As well. I do think it's fucked up that Rolling Stone did not even list Sinners in the top 20 movies of 2025. I think that's crazy.
I mean, Rolling Stone is. That's been the fight with Rolling Stone forever. They don't really acknowledge black music. They don't really acknowledge like.
But they got Bad Bunny 3 times on the cover.
Sure.
Like they're not completely racist. I don't know. I've also bones to pick there, but yeah, Rolling Stone are the real sinners. That's a good call. I thought that was wild. Not the top 20 movie of the, not even in the top 20. Come on, relax. Is it the best movie of the year? That's a little more subjective. But you got to put it in the top 10, top 5 movies of the year. Come on.
Sure.
Anyways,
Yeah, we
that's
did
what I
that.
had.
All right, cool. I think we did it, Johnny, for
I
this
think
week.
we did it. We made it.
Yeah, we pushed out an episode after almost a month away. So
Almost.
did we do the best? Probably not. But you know what? We're here.
We back.
We're here.
We
Yeah,
back.
Frankenstein was good.
Frankenstein was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It took me also 3 times to finish watching it, but that's
Same.
just
I
life
gotta watch
nowadays.
it in sections. Yep. That's my life too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. We'll catch you next week. Thank you. All of the things that I normally say. We love you. Bye. Peace.
Peace.